podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar though. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome, ladies and gents. Man, we're 3 hours away from our normally scheduled Sunday evening show, but it looks like Deontay Wilder, the bomber, has come out and broken his silence and reacted to Dillian Whyte's knockout loss at the hands of Alexander Povetkin.
Bomb Squad!
Looks like Deontay Wilder not only watched the fight, but it was moving enough to get him to take to his social media. Now, there could be, I guess, some speculation as to whether he is talking directly to White, but I think it's safe to say this message was intended for Dillian Whyte across the pond from Brixton. You know, Deontay Wilder took to his social media, his Instagram, and I'll get to that and screen share it real quick. But how's everybody doing? Welcome back. This is the second live stream of the day. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we go live. I mean, yesterday we went live around 6 times for all the live fights that were taking place. Today we're here to talk Deontay Wilder and last night's fantastic heavyweight action between Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin of Russia. Speaking of Russia, Deontay took to his social media, as I'm screen sharing right now, and he said, "I believe in Glaz Za," right? Well, or Glaz Za Glaz. Glaz Za Glaz. Hashtag Bronze Bomber. Hashtag to this day. So, if you do a quick Google search, Glaz, right? Glaz Za Glaz, right? Translates to an eye for an eye. Now, it translates to an eye for an eye from Russian to English. So that's where I'm piecing it together. That's my indication that this is Deontay Wilder letting Dillian Whyte know he watched his fight with Russian heavyweight Alexander Povetkin, and no hate on Dillian whatsoever, no gloating, simply stating an eye for an eye. And I'm assuming he means you knocked him down, he knocked you out, or an eye for an eye, and he is taking a shot, and he's like, I lost, you lost, you know? But if we're not certain exactly what the message means when it's directed at Dillian, we're certain that it is a message for Dillian. There was only one fighter last night fighting who was from Russia, and you can't make any other sense of this. You know, Dillian was fighting a Russian. Dillian and Deontay have a history of Dillian, you know, coming at him, having choice words. Deontay having choice words. So it's hard for me to believe that this isn't what Deontay meant. But getting past that, we can't really figure out what it means. Eye for an eye. Again, is he simply talking about you knocked him down and thought you were going to win and he knocked you out? Is he talking about you kicked me, Deontay Wilder, when I was down, when I lost? Now look at you, you lost. Why is he choosing to say an eye for an eye right now at this moment? Again, the reason I'm assuming he's directing it at Dillian is because it's in Russian, and Dillian is the one that fought a Russian last night. But I have no clue what the message means when directing it at Dillian Whyte. Eye for an eye. I'm lost. So we're going to open up the phone lines, and I want you guys to see, you know, can you come up with, what do you think Deontay Wilder meant? What exactly do you think he meant? What is your interpretation of his social media posts from his verified social media? Yeah. So if you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. This is our second time going live. It is Sunday, you know. So for all my strictly boxing fans, I'm giving you some boxing talk to discuss here, you know, instead of having to be forced to watch football or any of those other corny sports with any of the other friends who normally do those regular things on Sundays. We here kicking it, talking boxing. We're talking about Mother Russia's own Alexander Povetkin scoring a fifth-round knockout of Dillian Whyte, and now Deontay breaking that silence, coming out and, you know, giving us a little bit of his mind. What exactly does it mean? I don't know, but I definitely would love your guys' thoughts. It would be amazing if you guys could call in and just give me your opinion on this. Did you know about it? Did you first hear about it here? Because if you heard it here first, that's even better, because that means that we are working, right? Hashtag working. But let me go ahead and open up these phone lines. You know, the number to call in is right here on the screen. It's always on the screen. It's always in the chat. People always ask, hey, how do I call in? And it's like, don't you see it right there? That being said, it is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation as well. Yeah, man, let's see, can we figure out this cryptic message? Or are we overthinking it? Is it as simple as it is? Eye for an eye. You laughed at me. This is me laughing at you, you know? Because we all know Dillian literally got in front of a camera and just laughed. Laughed and laughed and laughed. And you know, Sky Sports reposted it and everybody ran with it. So eye for an eye is what Wilder is saying in the Russian language. So hard to assume it's not directed at Dillian. Is it a shot at Dillian? I'm not sure, but hard to assume it isn't directed at him. Once again, if you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility. The show's going to help that algorithm out and get this show in front of the eyes of more boxing fans. So if you haven't already done that, do it, please. You can do it in the future, present, past. It helps with the visibility of the show. And go ahead and go a step further and subscribe. We're trying to get to the goal of 115,700, but we would love just to go ahead and get to the goal of 116,000 subscribers all around the world. I'm going to go ahead and hit this drum roll. And see where we're at with these new subscriptions. All right, we were at 115,697. We've crossed that Mason-Dixie line one more time. We're at 115,705. So we're 95 subscriptions away from reaching 115,800. And only you can help us. Can't ask anybody else to help us. The people watching this right now, people with this link on their phone, it's easily accessible for you to go ahead and share it out to the world. You know, treat it like a bird with some wings and let it fly. You know, go ahead and let it fly. We need some more subscriptions. But let me go ahead on and get out to these sponsors and open up these phone lines.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready! There's only one Deontay Wilder!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Going out to North Carolina. Put your hands up. What up, Josh? Talk to us.
What up, Ness? What up, Ness? Yeah, man, I heard this about 2 hours ago. Actually, my girl I talked to, she follows Wilder, and she know I'm a big Deontay Wilder fan, and she hit me up, said your boy finally said something on Instagram. So I saw that. So yeah, he's talking to Dillian Whyte. He's just telling him, you laughing at me, now I'm laughing at you. You know, you was talking all that junk about me losing. And I think it was funny how he came out there with the little puffed up vest and all that. So yeah, man, it's just karma, man. Thank God for karma. Hey, you still got a show tonight at 7, right?
Hell yeah. But let me ask you,
Okay.
why are you so sure he's talking about Dillian? Because, you know, again, you translated it like me. Like, you laughing at me, I'm laughing at you. But the literal translation means eye for an eye, which is more like, you know, cross me, I cut you.
Right. Well, you know, Wilder didn't get knocked out, but, you know, the stoppage, I think it's more the embarrassment of anything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Wilder was embarrassed, but, well, to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying, because everybody clowning on him. Now the rabbit got the gun, everybody's clowning Dillian. That's what I think he might be alluding to.
All right, well, 704, man, thank you for calling in. Looks like we're going to head on out to the rest of the phone lines. Remember, you can call in yourself. If you want to give us your opinion, you can call in at 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion. Right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can add Nesta Gibbs on Skype. We're going out to San Francisco Bay Area. Trey, what up?
What up? What up? Hey, man. Wilder, you know Wilder talking shit, but I also want to say this. Remember, Dillian Whyte got knocked down by Oscar Rivas, and he got up, right?
Yeah.
I think he need that Diana ball to get a chin, man. I mean, he need them shady gloves and that dirty piss. You know what I mean? I think that's what's going on with Dillian, bro. He was doing good in that fight, and then Povetkin cracked his ass. So, yeah,
now,
man.
hold on a minute. Because as a female that knows so many different languages and has been to so many different places, why do you think this man chose the Russian dialect and these specific words to translate to eye for an eye? I don't really get it.
I don't know. I think he's just fucking with it. Why not? Let's get a little get back. You know? Why not?
Well, all right.
So wouldn't you? I would. I mean, I'm petty though. Oh, and I picked Povetkin. I haven't been picking none of the stuff on none of them polls, but I picked Povetkin in that fight. If you go look at the polls on Patreon. But yeah, that's my call.
Hey man, that's the only place that it counts is if you picked it on Patreon. And if you're just tuning in and you don't know what she's talking about TBV's very own fantasy pick'em league, where I was number 2, and I've slipped to number 4, but that's because obviously no one expected Dillian Whyte to get knocked out, and I picked Gallimore, but I only slipped. You see that? I was at 2, and I picked 2 dudes that lost, and I'm only at 4. So just remember, man, when it comes down to saying who did what and who's greater at what, just remember where my name is at amongst the top 5. I ain't slipping under the 5th. I'm telling you right now. But shout out to Kristen Camillo, 2016 TBV Appreciation Night attendee, longtime listener, Patreon supporter, always in the cut, overtook that Pro League first slot on the leaderboard. Yeah, no more whoever was number 1. You ain't number 1 this week. You ain't number 1 this week, but it's okay. It's okay. You got an opportunity next week to get yourself right back in the mix. We're going out to JP in Long Beach, California.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
Hey, Ness. I mean, it's obvious, Deontay ain't the most eloquent fella. But he's saying it's karma. He's saying it's karma. But I'm gonna say this: I don't like this move. This is a chicken shit move, if you ask me, because we could never get you to comment and come out and tell us how you feel. Other than the only time we get to see you is when you twerking and doing all this kind of weirdo shit. But we don't get to. But you want to come out when another man's demise. You want to come out and rub it in his face and celebrate. I personally don't appreciate that, and I wish he could have been a man when he lost and come and hollered at us and been a man about it. So it's kind of a taboo chicken shit move to me.
Well, all right, man. Voice of the people. There is no equal. Go ahead and call in 1-425-569-5247 and get it off your chest, man. Let not only Deontay, Dillian Whyte, everybody know how it is that you feel, man. And how are you interpreting this Russian message of Glaz Za Glaz? Translates to eye for an eye. We're going out to Patreon in the New Orleans. JT, what up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
What's up, Ness?
What up?
For the record, I disagree with JP. Most of his call when he said something about Deontay Wilder. I don't think Deontay Wilder came out like that. But I mean, people take it how they want to take it. But I disagree with JP on that. But eye for eye basically mean, I guess, look, you came out here laughing and stuff like that at me, and at least Deontay Wilder, he got stopped, but he got stopped on his feet when they threw in the towel and stuff like that. But this ain't this Dillian Whyte second time getting knocked out like that, getting knocked out cold. I remember Anthony Joshua put them hands and feet on him and stuff like that, and he's slow as fuck. So I'm just saying, like, Dillian Whyte ain't never been no top fighter. You know, I ain't going back on you with that, Ness. You look at him as a top fighter. I went back and watched the fight today, and I'm like, I don't see nothing special with him. And I can see this constantly keep happening to him. So he's the clown of the division. That's all I got.
Damn, y'all. One loss, and you go from an interim champion, which is Devin Haney. All right? Devin Haney's the interim, and y'all respect him. Dillian Whyte loses one time to a top 10. Top 7, easy top 7 in the world. Forget sanctioning body. And he's a clown. Wow. Okay. Yo, this is why Wilder got it so bad, man, because, when it's our turn, the Cotto syndrome, remember? I told y'all, Cotto got treated like a B-side in the Pacquiao fight, so when it was his turn, he did a catchweight with Canelo. He did a catchweight with Sergio Martinez, because you the same treatment you get, you want that, you want to go ahead and replicate that on someone else, But we're gonna go ahead and go out to Frankie in the UK. What up?
Yo.
Yo,
Hello?
what up? What up? What up?
Not much. Essentially, what Deontay was saying was what goes around comes around, and can you blame him? Dylan White is incredibly rude, abusive, and it's okay to talk trash like AJ does, Deontay does, but they're nice people. You know, Dylan White is not. Also, the last thing I would like to say is that I don't think he's at the top level at all. He cannot beat skilled, fighters. I could even see that from the first round that he's not skilled. The only way that he was able to win before was due to steroids.
Frankie?
What do you think about that?
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, man. It's the voice of the people. You are the people. You voicing it. Frankie in the UK, thank you for calling in. We're going out to Patreon on the road on his way to Arizona. Yes, sir. We're talking about King Born, hailing from Brooklyn.
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, peace out to you nuts. You know what I'm saying? I know you reaching today because it's because I know you're gonna have a fire show at like 7 o'clock, man. Let's get to it, man. Yo, Eno said this goddamn thing on Tuesday. I was laughing at him about Povetkin. He might knock out Dillian Whyte, and of course, you know what I'm saying? My only problem with this whole thing right now, hey, yo, Deontay, we love you. I love you. Listen, man, if you're going to come back on Instagram, right, make it a little bit more spicy, like Nas' new song off his album. Make it spicy, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Don't, all right, he should have got foul on him. I would have went buck wild on him. Of course, and I think it's two levels to this. Number one is he's coming at Dillian Whyte, and on the low, he probably coming at Tyson Fury, indirectly saying that, yo, you know, you got me, I'm going to get you. But next, before I go, can you give me anything? Because I took pictures of all my picks, and I wanna, either I can send it to you and that's to give, so you can see if I lost or won. You know what I mean? If that's cool, let me do that. But like I said, man, Deontay, you gotta come a little bit stronger, man, because yo, you fake.
Cut it.
All right, we're going out to Dead Game Boxing.
What up, Mr. Ness, man? I'm trying to get some respect on my name, Ness. I called the other day and gave you my predictions, and you looked down on me, like, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up with that, Ness?
I don't remember, but what you saying? You picked Povetkin, and I ain't believe you, cause I ain't believe nobody was picking Povetkin.
I picked Povetkin by knockout, and I picked all the Jamaicans to lose, including Kamala Harris running for vice president.
Oh yeah, I remember you now. Word is born. I remember now. You did. See, that's why you should have been part of our TBV Pick'em League, because you would have been able to have that recorded, and you'd have pulled away right now. See, I dropped from that 2 spot to the 4 spot because I did pick White.
But I don't want my time to go out before I gotta let you know. And then before I hung up, I say, Ness, what you think about Sean Porter? He's like, I got Sean Porter by knockout.
Yeah,
so that's another L, Ness.
I know, he ain't do it. But I still picked him, though. So in the Pick'em League, you ain't got to...
It don't go, you know it don't. You said knockout. When you say knockout, you mean knockout. So.
I know, but what I'm saying, and that's your time, what I'm saying is, in the Pick'em League, we don't complicate it by saying, oh, I'm picking them by 12-round decision or unanimous decision or majority decision or knockout or split. We just pick Porter. So on the show and as a bet with money, I did pick Porter by stop. I thought he was going to stop that Come on, man. My man was looking like a cream puff. I can't believe. Yo, Porter tried to stop him. You seen him. Formella just he durable, man. Porter hit that dude with everything, but now it's not gonna be about Formella being tough. They gonna make it about Porter not having power, and I just think Formella's that tough, man. I seen Porter hit him with some stuff, man, that his neck was about to come off, and he still ain't go down. So, man, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm not about to hate on Formella for not getting stopped. I wanted the stoppage bad, but yeah.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
J Hardcore Boxing. You know shit about boxing.
BoxingWords.com.
Whoa. What's up there, fellas? How everything going right now?
What up,
What's
Mr.
there?
Hardcore?
It's all good, baby boy. You know what? Yesterday was a beautiful day, man. I enjoyed all the boxing and everything. And then to see Dylan lose yesterday, oh, my goodness. I mean, that was the cherry on top, man. Yesterday was my birthday, man. And it was just a beautiful day to have a birthday. I had a whole bunch of boxing going on. I turned 52 years old. And then Dylan got knocked out, and I called that. I mean, I didn't call it on your show. But I knew that Povetkin was going to get him. And the reason why, man, I just feel, though, that Dylan doesn't respect the game no more, man. It seems like he's not really working hard, getting in shape, doing what he needs to do, man. And his last few fights, man, he looked like crap. I'm going to be truthfully honest, man. I just don't see the same guy anymore. And, you know, one thing about this boxing game, man, you got to respect it. If you don't respect it, trust me, it will show. And it showed yesterday, man. He looked like a tired old man. I'm going to be truthfully honest. When he fought a Shazor, man, to be truthfully honest, if Shazor had a little bit more win, he would have won that fight, man. And that's just pretty much how I feel about it. But I'm a little biased because I don't like Dylan at all. But that's pretty. And then with Wilder, he just did what he gonna do.
Well, Jay, Hardcore Boxing News, man. Happy belated birthday. Glad that you got to not only enjoy another one, but it was a good surprise with the Dillian Whyte fight for yourself. And, you know, further congratulations on your latest venture. Remember, he is the owner of the wirelessbudshop.com, so check it out. Get yourself some affordable, really good replicas of those iPhone headphones. And remember, I'm not making no money. He sent me a pair, though, and they still working, and I use them.
To this day.
I really do.
To this day.
So let me see who we got next. Looking like Majid out here in Florida. What up?
What up? Everybody like the video. Subscribe to the channel to help us reach crazy goals and join Patreon for something. But hey man, I feel like if I'm trying to interpret or have some type of answer for your question with Wilder saying something back, I feel like if they have anything in common as for eye for an eye, I'm not even sure if it's in the same context, but Wilder lost and he on a rematch where it is make or break, and now Dillian Whyte in the same position. So if anything, from all those months of talking, 1,000 days and all that, I think that that's what he mean by it or whatever. But I feel like he don't owe us nothing to really come back and talk until he ready. But I think that's what he meant about it. But that's all I got, man. And good shit on your numbers you had yesterday too, man.
Thank
I'm
you,
out.
brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. And, you know, I want to thank everybody that's tuning in and hitting that thumbs up button. Remember, that's going to help with that algorithm. It's going to continue to put this show in front of all boxing fans. Let's see here. We got a few super chats looking like Who That Nation says, Ness, that boy Duck Ortiz and Dominic for a reason. Trash. I disagree, man. I'm sorry. You know, I don't think he's trash, man. Yo, he's universally in that position that he was in as at least top 5 heavyweight on any and every sanctioning body, bro. I just you know, I don't feel like he's trash. We got Mad Bet 100 back with another one. Mad Bet, man, thank you for continuously showing us some super chat love. He says, Dillian Whyte is a top 5 heavyweight. People are nuts. Yeah, no, I just said that. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, look, it has to do with the Wilder beef, you know. So Wilder fans don't want to like him because he takes a lot of shots at Wilder. It's like Big Baby, you know. He takes a lot of shots at Wilder, so you know he don't get a lot of fans. But again, hit that thumbs up button if you're right here, man. If you're on your phone or whatever, if you're on your TV, you know you can use the remote now. Like, come on, get to work. Hit that thumbs up. We're going out to the commission. Sony, what up?
Hey, yo, what up, Ness?
Chilling.
Hey, yo, I apologize. I just hopped on. What's the topic?
Wilder came out and spoke in Russia and said, Glaz Za Glaz, which means eye for an eye. So we're trying to decipher that. We're assuming because he spoke in Russia, he's talking about Dillian being knocked out by Povetkin. But then again, the translation is eye for an eye, so no one knows what he means.
Yeah. I don't mean. I mean, I guess it's like, you know, I don't. You know, I mean, I guess Wilder has been through that same thing. So I guess Dillian Whyte has been talking like what Wilder went through. You would never see him go through a beating like that, I guess, you know. I mean, who knows, you know. But, yo, like I said, I ain't even going to breathe more on the topic because I just hopped on. But, yo, thanks for bringing us another spontaneous.
For sure, champ. Join us at 7. We'll be back with a full review on all this weekend's fights and news and notes. We're going out to Stunner, Jersey. What up?
Good, man. Yo, as far as Wilder's message, I don't mind it. I thought he should have talked more shit, but hey, it is what it is. But as far as that first dude called in, he was talking about some, oh, this is a bitch move by Wilder, this, that, and the third. Y'all niggas got to realize something, man. Deontay Wilder, for the last 5 years, as a or as the WBC heavyweight champion, was for free coming on the TBV, giving us hella exclusive interviews and drops. I don't know if y'all niggas realize, but it's like, you know what? None of these other heavyweights or the dudes that we really talking about really doing that like that. You feel me? Like, other than Wilder, if we're talking about the top 10 heavyweights, what top 10 heavyweights are hopping on the TBV? Just answering questions. Like get real here. Like, all y'all dudes that be criticizing them, oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, where you been at? Wilder's doing no different than every other heavyweight in the division right now. But you notice, see, when Wilder do what everybody do, it's a problem. You feel me? So y'all niggas need to reconfigure your brain to get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? If he's low, he low. Y'all niggas should be scared when Wilder's low. You know what I'm saying? Because a dude from the South who's low,
Cut it.
I mean, I get you, but you know that there's more than just being low. You know, he had a lot of choice words for others in similar predicaments. So that's what people have an issue with. Steve in Chicago.
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, Ness.
What up?
Wait a minute. Oh, there. Hey, I see Dillian Whyte. He's just regaining consciousness. He's rising up from the ashes and the smoke. There he is. All right, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you this because I see a lot of the AJ bootlickers talking about Povetkin again, about how great that win looks. I would love. I know this won't happen. I would love to see a fight between Ortiz and Povetkin and see what happens. Because these guys always like to belittle Ortiz, but yet nobody wants to fight Ortiz. And honestly, I'm glad you had this show because I've had a day to think about it. really White got exposed. Let's be honest. I know you want to make him out to be this, top heavyweight, but honestly, he got exposed. Wilder lost to Fury. So no one. Look, man, you can't compare.
Yo, I just don't get how he isn't a top heavyweight. If he's not a top heavyweight, who is? Like, if he's not, Brazil is not. If he's not, Duapai is not. If he's not, Gerald Washington is not. Like, you guys gotta stop. It's hilarious, man. Just like, yo, you're not helping by downing a fighter because they all fight each other. J-Mac, New Orleans, what up?
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet? You bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, Ness. What Steve said. Okay, Dillian Whyte is one of the top heavyweights. I mean, but I know we don't have that much to pick from. But in the same sentence, you can speak on who got exposed or what have you. When I'm going to speak on my exposing of saying I've been knew Dillian Whyte was going to get knocked out against a heavy-handed guy or heavy-handed puncher. We always been comparing Dillian Whyte to fighting Wilder. The UK has wanted Dillian Whyte to fight Wilder in years. So when speaking of him getting exposed and stuff like that, it's almost like a review or rebuttal back to what people are saying about Wilder or saying Wilder needs to got exposed to this. But the difference from Wilder was he fought a top elite guy in Tyson Fury, which is proven to be arguably number one. A guy like Dillian Whyte, we always knew Wilder would knock his head off. Povetkin actually just showed that. So you think a guy like Povetkin, a peg guy, could get out there and knock his head off? What a 6'7" guy would do with Dillian Whyte? That's the exposure that I believe Steve was talking.
Cut it. I get y'all, man. I can't call it he got exposed. Guys, it's the heavyweight division. Look, Wilder said Fury was feather-fisted and got knocked out. It's the heavyweight division. We can't say he got exposed. He knocked the dude down twice and was fighting well. Like, if I didn't watch this fight and I just watched the highlight, I probably wouldn't even be going back and forth with y'all. But I watched the fight, man. He ain't look bad. He did good. It was a competitive heavyweight fight. A competitive heavyweight fight, man. Like, that's what happens, man. That's that Canelo message in that interview. He in tight fights because he fighting the best. Povetkin is one of the best. His record indicates it. His rating indicates it. Wilder was gonna fight him. I'm just saying, guys, there's no need to down them, right? If Dillian got exposed, right, and he fought everybody that he already fought, right? He already lost to Anthony Joshua, and you know, some people don't give credit in losses. I'm not saying he performed in a manner to earn credit, but we all at least use that loss as the moment where they choose to want to get better. He learned from that. Mayweather beat and Canelo did, et cetera, right? So it's like, from that loss, right? From that AJ loss, which was a domestic loss for him, but it was also a big loss internationally because it was versus AJ. So from that loss, he was able to rebuild, put names like David Allen under his resume, and he didn't knock out David Allen, but neither did Luis Ortiz, who we love giving credit to. Then he fought Chisora, stopped him, which is a good heavyweight to have on your resume, you know. Went on to get a unanimous decision over Robert Helenius, who now again looks even better because he stopped Adam Kovnacki. And I'm not about to not give Dillian credit for that win over Helenius when Adam was my boy. Like, y'all seen me going to his gyms, watching him spar Big Baby, Michael Polite Coffee, freaking the Chinese heavyweight. Like, bruh, and Helenius, he put it on him. And Dillian already had beat him long time ago. Lucas Brown, say whatever you want about Lucas, you just can't say that no one beat him better than Dillian. He bodied him. He really lived up to the name with that one and body snatched him. He took his soul, you know? Former world champion in Joseph Parker. Former unified world champion in Andy Ruiz went the decision. No knockdowns. No excitement. A boring 12-round decision. Some thought he won, some thought he lost. And Joseph Parker was awarded the win. At least Dillian put Parker down twice, y'all. Y'all like to just remember that he was down in the 12, but he put him down twice. So what? Dillian goes down a lot. Didn't Trinidad? Like, I don't get it, man. You know, yeah, look, I know I attack certain people, right? But that's because they ain't fighting certain people. He is fighting people. These are names. Then he goes back to Chisora, beats him again by knockout, then beats undefeated Oscar Rivas. Come on, y'all. Just, man, y'all bugging. Yo, and now he finally loses to Povetkin, who only got losses to AJ and Vlad. But he's a bum. He's trash. He got exposed. Povetkin has one draw with Michael Hunter, one loss to Vladimir Klitschko, and one loss to current four-belt holder, two-time champion Anthony Joshua. Fickle boxing fans. CYP, what up?
Yo, hold up. I'm trying to pay my trying to pay for this counterpunch and my call because I want them all at the same time. So come back to me.
All right. Keem in Florida.
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, this is Felix Tito Trinidad.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Let's go to work.
And no Keem in Florida, so we're going back to CYP with two counter punches and a call.
Let's go. Open your ears, y'all. Y'all gonna listen to me. I did not, and I literally mean this with my heart, did not want to see Dillian Whyte get killed like that. I knew he was overrated. I do not rate him in my top 5, and everybody knows in the back channel when we did our top 10 heavyweights, I do not put Dillian in my top 5. He was 6, 7, or 8, somewhere around there. He's not top 5 to me. That's just reality, and I kept that real. In this division that we have, if you're not top 3 right now, you shouldn't be talked about. If you're not top 3, you should not be talked about. Dillian Whyte got knocked out by Povetkin. Povetkin right now, if you want to talk about how good he is now, then how good was he in his prime? When he was getting knocked down 4 or 5 times, when he was just a regular champion, not the WBA champion, but a regular because Vladimir was the actual WBA. He was just a regular champ back then. So we're talking about 2 years after he gets knocked out by AJ knocks him out. Then 2 years later, 2020, he knocks out Dillian Whyte. Dude is about to be 41 years old. Stop giving him so much props now because when you give him so much props, you belittle how good the actual top 3 are when you give him so much credit for beating Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte just ruined his own legacy. And I'm going to tell you from a Wilder insider. Y'all know I'm a Wilder insider. We're not fighting Dillian Whyte. We kept telling him, fight somebody else to prove to us that you're worthy. We kept saying that, fight Ortiz. Nope, we'll fight Brazil. Nope, we We wanted to see if he was worth all the hype. He got exposed. He's not worth it. Now take your ass back to the bottom 10 and work your way back up because we are not interested. And I mean that. I do not need to see him get knocked out again. I don't need it. As much as y'all know that I hate the UK, I don't want to see Dillian Whyte knocked out like that again. And I swear to you on that. And when it comes down to this humble and his braggadocious and his karma. Ness, I'm an elite athlete. I train him. I've been there. Karma ain't got shit to do with you losing no goddamn fight, no race, or no game. Hard work, dedication, overrating and underrating is why you lose fights. Muhammad Ali was braggadocious as hell, didn't lose until he came back from being suspended.
CYP, that is your time, but like, let me ask you, since you're saying that karma has nothing to do with it, so what exactly does Wilder's message mean? Because if it doesn't mean karma, what does eye for an eye mean, and how does it fit? Why would he choose to say eye for an eye in Russian to have us assume that he's talking about White, who lost to a Russian?
No. See, you think it's karma. Don't you understand that for the whole past year and a half, 2 years, Wilder and his team have not believed in Dillian Whyte. They don't. You know what I want to ask you personally?
No,
have you ever heard any?
I get that. No, but wait. Answer my question
ahead.
first, please. Answer mine first. Remember, mine's is, what do you think, just you, think eye for an eye means in this situation? Because he's saying eye for an eye. I believe in eye for an eye.
I don't know what the fuck that means. I mean, that can mean anything. Eye for an eye to me means death. Like when I say eye for an eye, that means you give me, I'm gonna get you back. So somebody else getting dude ain't got shit to do with eye for an eye to me. Eye for an eye is you get me, I'm gonna get you. So that's between him and him. But for me, I wanted to ask you, have you named me any heavyweights that I came onto your show that you know personally that said Dillian Whyte is elite? Not the callers, not the UK. I'm talking about actual fighters. I don't think any of them, since I've been listening, have called Dillian Whyte elite, except for us. Not including me, not including J-Mac, not including Steve. We never thought he was elite, my man. And I don't think any boxers have either. That's all I got.
Okay, I just don't understand how, a dude with all those heavyweight wins is not respected amongst y'all. Like, I get it. But I get it because you guys don't respect Canelo either, and he has a lot of wins too. So I get it. LV Slugger, what up?
Oh no, what up? Hello?
We hear you.
Oh, sure. Damn, man, I ain't want to see that man get knocked out like that, man. I wanted him to go ahead and, do what he had to do till he fought Wilder. Because I already knew how that was going to go, how that was going to play out. But, yeah, man, damn, White, I hate that for that man, Because I did want to see him stay undefeated till he fought Wilder. Because I knew how the outcome was going to be, man. But I feel like this fight right here just put White on like in the U.S. because I got people coming up to me asking me about it that don't even be watching. Like, it was on ESPN. So when the White Wilder fight finally do happen, it might have a little more, it might be more popular to the public. You know what I'm saying? So he might have needed that as far as to get more popular in the U.S. because people really didn't know him over here till that KO. From what I, since they playing it on ESPN. So that might have did him justice right there, man. But hopefully he bounced back, get right. But I feel like he is a good heavyweight, though. He is a good heavyweight. It's just how he'll look in
I agree, man. I agree. Rue 504.
So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he got exposed. It's just that one of his weaknesses just got exploited. I mean, we've seen him on the canvas several times. I mean, it's like AJ is kind of chinny. We've seen Ruiz exploited that. Wilder didn't have a plan B, and Fury exploited that. I mean, it's, to me, this is how I see it. And he's at least was in top 5 heading that fight. I don't see how people are saying he's not top 10 or he's not a good boxer. To me, that's just a little crazy. I mean, what he's done after the AJ loss, I mean, he's done very good work to be, ranked as high as he was. But anyway, that's my call.
All right. Looking like that is everyone, I think. J-Mac Boomerang. Oh, actually, hold on. We got Seattle, Mr. PBC.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good, Ness? Crazy fights yesterday. Sean Porter, Sonnen, what's his name? And Dillian Whyte getting knocked out. That shit was crazy. I mean, you know, he fights so sloppy. Like, he just don't really want to be there and shit. But I still think he's a top contender. I mean, if you think about it, the top five ain't really going anywhere no time soon. Even if freaking they do a rematch and he beats Povetkin or Deontay beats Tyson Fury, they're still up there. Nobody's coming up that's gonna beat him. I feel like that's, you know, Dillian Whyte can take this loss and come back and still be a boss, and that's how small it is in the heavyweight division. So that's how I feel like it's gonna happen. You can't really say he's a bum because the dude fought people. The dude won against some top fives. So.
Yes!
I mean, the division's too small for anyone to go anywhere. Tyson Fury can get beat hella bad, worse than Deontay did the first time, and never get up, or, you know, get up last minute.
Cut it.
Real quick, we got some super chats here from CYP. Says, give me 2 counter punches and my call. We did that. We got wireless bud shop earbuds. Says, we get what you saying, Nez, but Dillian ain't been respecting the game. The body shows that. It is a Spartan sport. And the man that prepares wins. But yo, his last fight, he was like 53. You know, 53, 253. So that is like, you know, showing that, you know, he took it serious. But anybody on Blog Talk, if you want to call in, make sure to hit that 1 so that we know that you're in the queue because you want to be heard. Like James Payne, Lethal. What up?
What it do, Ness? CBV Universe, how we doing today? Get to my thoughts real quick. Great day of fights yesterday. Dillian Whyte. I gotta eat my crow too because I picked Dillian Whyte ass and he ain't get it done. So, but I did want Povetkin to floor his ass. You know what I'm saying? He did floor him, but back to Dillian Whyte. I mean, hey, it's heavyweight boxing. You get what you dish out. You know what I mean? Povetkin, he a threat to anybody at this level. These top level heavyweights. I mean, anybody can beat anybody on any night. So Dillian Whyte, man, dust yourself off, get back in there, try to get your spot back if you can. Wilder is good to hear from him, but you know what I'm saying? Wilder could have got slept too because with his defensive lacks, I mean, any of them dudes could have caught Wilder slipping. So, I mean, it can happen to anybody at this level. But great day of boxing. I'm loving boxing, being back. TBV, keep reporting on this fire shit. Ness, keep putting in that hard work. Let's go.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Once again, the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Looks like we got ourselves a new caller in what looks like to be possibly Philadelphia. 267. Who's this? Where you calling from? First time caller.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
But I liked the fight yesterday. It was a smooth fight yesterday.
What's your name, brother?
AJ calling out of Philly. AJ El Jefe. They call me El Jefe. I mean, I'm a rapper, but I liked the fights yesterday. It was a smooth fight. It was a good fight. I actually kind of seen it coming with the
how Povetkin was looping his shot and how he was getting to the body. I mean, a lot of the times, and this with anybody, a lot of the times in the heavyweight division, they don't really protect their body like talking about it. But I seen that he was going to the body, and when you go to the body, you take away from the guard to the face. But I had White winning the fight up until that point. Up until that point, White was winning the fight. I don't think that White is number 3 heavyweight in the world like they had him ranked. I will always think it would be, not in any order. Tyson Fury, AJ, and Wilder. I mean, not White coming before Wilder. That's like ridiculous. But boxing politics. But hey, this is what I really want to ask you. How about Jack Reese stopping the fight before White hit the canvas? And then the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury first fight, when Tyson Fury hit the canvas just like that, before he was asleep. Jack Reese did not, I repeat, did not.
Sony, my bad, man. I'm going to double you up on that time. I just realized that counterpunch. Go for it.
Hey, Des, I apologize, but I'm busy with my girl. I sent you a message to give it to Steve in Chicago.
Oh, my bad, bro. I apologize, man. Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Sony. Hey, Ness, let me tell you something, man. Don't be that guy. You're that guy now. You're that guy on the block that's losing his street credit, brother. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Don't cut me off. You are, man. Dillian Whyte talks this is what your listeners need to listen here. This guy talks so much shit, but he can't back it up. So no, we're not going to lay off of him. This guy has talked more shit about Wilder, more shit about Ortiz, more shit about everybody, and the dude can't back it up. I'm not saying he's trash, but he's an idiot. I mean, if you want to talk the talk, then you got to walk the walk, brother. Don't be that guy now, man. Don't be that guy catering to a certain audience. He deserves to get shit talked about him, man. He talks so much shit to every fighter, and the dude can't back it up. He's top 10, he's maybe like 8 or 9. So don't be like that, man. That's all I got. I got no more.
Don't go nowhere. Since he's 8 or 9, find 8 people in front of him. Go ahead. Don't get no help. Go ahead.
I got Fury.
Yes.
I got AJ. I got Wilder.
Yep.
I got Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
I got Parker. I got Brazil.
So Parker, who he beat, is above him. Ortiz, right? Ortiz, who doesn't have a bigger win than him, is above him. But keep going. Keep going.
Look, man, we're not going to change the narrative.
Exactly. No, I just want to show that you are being biased. You and many people in your group are tit for tatting. And that's not what I'm doing. I already did that and learned my lesson, okay? You don't want to learn your lesson, okay? Ruiz beat AJ, and I went out there and put my ass out there. I started laughing, ha ha. Not only did AJ beat Ruiz, but then Fury came and knocked out my guy. So now you want me to laugh at Dillian Whyte again when we don't know any of the other heavyweight fights that are going to play out. So we just going to keep laughing at each other. No, bruh. No. Wilder lost to a top heavyweight just like Dillian lost to a top heavyweight. You wanna lie to people and say that I'm pandering to an audience when in actuality you're just showing that you are biased because you can't be that dumb. There's no way that a dude that only lost to Vladimir Klitschko, who was a unified heavyweight for 12 years at the time, and then AJ, who was a unified heavyweight when he beat him at the time. But you want to tell the audience that I'm the one pandering, and the guy that only lost to 2 unified champions in the heavyweight division isn't good enough to beat Dillian Whyte. And because he beat Dillian Whyte's also not good. Man, get your ass out of here, bruh. You pandering. You pandering to your back call buddies. Y'all jerk chaining each other. Fuck out of here. What up, block caller?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? This is the Universe Galaxy from YouTube. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Hey, listen. Before I get to the boxing, I just found your program randomly on Blog Talk Radio. Do you also take phone calls about other sports things like the NBA, for example? Then.
Nah, just boxing over here. The boxing voice, champ.
Okay, all right. I got something for you, man. That I want to find out how you feel about this. I hope you don't get mad at me and hang up. I really want to know what you think. I don't know if you don't mind me asking. It's about boxing. Are you a God-fearing man?
I am, but you know you only got 30 seconds left now. You get a minute per caller, champ.
Okay, no problem. So, as a God-fearing man, and I'm a boxing fan. I've been paying attention to boxing for a while. One of my favorite fighters was Oscar De La Hoya.
Are we going to keep
Oscar
this
De La Hoya
boxing?
No, we are. But what I was going to ask you was, I didn't want you to think I'm not a boxing fan. I am, and I'm contradicting myself in my question. Do you think as a God-fearing man we should be allowing boxing in a civilized society then?
Absolutely. If we're going to allow MMA, my friend, we definitely have to allow the sport that came before it. MMA is a lot more brutal and more people get hurt and they're less paid than professional boxers. But thank you for your call. Let me double check. I think CYP says he has a counterpunch. Man, all right. So look, we do have to put a cap on this. CYP, I know you like to take control of the counterpunch and keep the show going. But remember, we do have to start at 7, and I need to get ready for that, which is a way bigger show than this. CYP, run it with my last one. Go for it.
Let's go. For one, he forgot to add in Michael Hunter and Usyk because Usyk ain't been knocked out yet, and Usyk is probably better than this dude to be keeping 100 with you. I got him 8 or 9, and I can run it down, but you know that. No. Hold on, real quick. You keep talking about this Parker. First off, he was knocked down once. The second knockdown was a headbutt. They replayed it. It was a headbutt. If you want to argue, go look it up. We can bet 100 push-ups on that. It was a headbutt. Even the announcer said, oh, wow, it was a headbutt. So stop it. Then he was hanging on for dear life versus Parker on the ropes. If you want to give him credit for that, go ahead, fine with me. But other than that, my man's resume is not so big and bad. Against Rivas, he took steroids. This dude has not been beat now by two dudes who weren't champions. AJ was a prospect when he beat him, and Povetkin was a regular champion. He's never been a world champ. He's got 2 knockout losses by dudes who were not champions.
Why, guys, why are we doing this about resume? I don't understand why. Like, why? We don't really have much of an argument. The guys that we like, they don't really get a lot of those big fights to give them a big name resume. So we're going to go down Dillian's resume, who has fought massive heavyweights. Like a lot of them is what I mean by massive. Not massive by great. A lot of heavyweights. I don't know. What you mean you had 2? I gave you had 2. Oh, okay. I see 2 more 5s. All right. Sorry, buddy. All right, because the first one was $10.
Yeah.
First one was $10. My bad.
No issue. The reason why I bring that up is because you always giving credit for what somebody else did after they beat somebody. But a lot of fighters get better. Like Andrew Ruiz has gotten better since the Parker fight. Everybody knows he's gotten better since the Parker fight. People get better, and Dillian Whyte also got better. But guess who also got better? AJ, who knocked his ass out too. So if AJ knocked him out as a prospect, how good is this dude? He got knocked out by AJ, who was the prospect. And Povetkin, all the uppercuts he threw, he didn't knock out Christian Hammer, who he just fought. He didn't knock out Michael Hunter, who he just fought. But he knocked out Dillian Whyte. But Dillian Whyte is so great. If that was the truth, Dillian Whyte wouldn't have got knocked out by Povetkin because the other dudes didn't. The dude's 40 years old. Let Dillian Whyte rebuild. And stop mentioning Wilder.
I don't know. Yo, but listen to your argument that Dillian Whyte isn't great because he got knocked out by Povetkin and other people were not knocked out by Povetkin. That's his argument. Okay, there were other people like, I don't know, whoever Fury fought, like Christian Hammer, that didn't get knocked out. No, he did. He retired, but whatever. There's people that Tyson Fury fought that didn't get knocked out. and AJ fought that didn't get knocked out. Like, I don't know, man. The way you guys are assessing this is crazy. I like to rank a fighter based off who he fought and what he's done in the division. That's it. And, you know, he's been fighting, bro. My bad, Louisville Slugger counterpunch.
Yeah, I just wanted to finish what I was gonna say when I was talking. Hell, I was just saying, hell, he a good heavyweight. It's just how, if when he get in the ring with somebody like Wilder, he gonna look like a Brazil or something. But I feel like a Brazil will beat White, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think Brazil will beat him if they was to ever fight. But it just stylistic. I feel like Brazil and Ortiz will beat White. So I kind of do agree. He in that probably about that some range, in that some 6 range. That's at the top heavyweight. But he's still good though. But I just wanted to say, when Wilder White do happen, he will be a first round. It's gonna be a first round highlight on Wilder's resume. Like, it's gonna look like that. First round KO. So I'm just landing though. It's going down.
So I see people saying I'm caping for the UK. I'm caping for the UK. That Dillian Whyte. So Dillian Whyte ain't good. I'm lying. Okay. I'm lying then. I don't know. I'm lying. CYP got another counterpunch.
Yo, let me drop this fact on y'all. 270 plus pound Fury has knocked out everybody. Anytime he's been over 270, he's got the knockout. So stop it, man. Like, please study up before you just start throwing shit out there. 240, 250 pound
Bruh,
Fury. He
our
ain't got much power.
heavyweight.
He's 72.
Our heavyweight said he can't punch. Our
Yes,
heavyweight
but
said
no,
that.
that was not. No. That's my heavyweight, not yours. First off, not 270 pound Fury. Nobody knew he was gonna come in at 270. They said when he's 270, he knocks out everybody. That's the difference. Wilder wasn't talking about 270 Fury. He was talking about 247, 253 Fury. 20 pounds makes the difference. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're not an elite athlete. You know nothing about it. 20 pounds will add power to any man. But go ahead and laugh that off. It won't change the fact that I'm an expert and you not. CYP out.
Yeah, man. Whatever, dog. Excuses, man. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, you want to say Fury is a knockout puncher because he knocked out Wilder. When Wilder was the one saying he had pillow fists. You just gonna keep pushing the goalposts back to win the argument, and you will continue to just discredit more and more fighters. That's all, to win the argument. It's crazy. But yeah, all right. Who else? That looks like Sony. You got that boomerang. In the meantime, J-Mac boomerang.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of using ways to win the argument, I mean, you do this consistently on the show. So, I mean, the call the kettle black, it kind of sounds a little crazy because on a certain topic, you normally try to tear down the fighters by using certain arguments that just don't make no sense. So we all do it on here.
J-Mac, you understand that I'm talking about resume, right? That's what
Right.
I always discuss is resume.
Okay, well, moving on. What I think he was saying what Wilder meant was when you get away with the stuff you got away with cheating and make excuses for, he was able to get away with it in the Reeves fight. I think he said eye for eye. He got back and he got knocked out by a cheater. So I think that's what Wilder meant personally when he
that does make sense.
Stuff like that. So Dillian Whyte got what he got away with it, and then got it back on a bigger stage, and he got knocked out. So that's my call.
Yeah, well, that kind of clicked. I like that. That kind of Trey in the Bay boomerang.
Hey man, what's my call? To CYP, fuck it.
CYP.
Hey, shout out, Trey. That's what's up. And for all my chatters, listen to me. If you think I'm mad are happy that White lost. You have no idea. I don't care about Dillian White. They'll tell you in the back channel. I never thought he was good. I'm not gloating here. I'm not gloating at all. I don't gloat when I'm right because I'm right all the time. Y'all just mad because you keep saying you taking shit over. I don't know how you taking over boxing when you always getting off your back. Like think about it. Y'all dudes, two of y'all have lost consciousness, and one of y'all got battered and beaten. Our champion lost. True, but he also was one of the dudes who put you on your back and left you unconscious. I'm good. I'm living life. I'm living. Me and my girl happy. I hope you and your girls happy. Hope all y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. CYP happy and CYP out. Just like Dillian White lights.
All right. M Stacks.
You, what's going on, man?
What up?
Yeah, Nash. I mean, yeah, they are going in tough on you, but I'm just saying, Dylan White, he's got some good wins and he's got some losses or whatever, but at the same time,
Let me
he's
ask
ducked
you a
too many
question.
damn people.
Do he got better wins than Ortiz?
Okay, I'll answer that. Yes, he's got better wins than Ortiz.
All right, then.
But now,
But they over here ranking him at
now, answer
10.
mine, Ness.
Go ahead.
Did White duck Brazil or Ortiz?
I can't necessarily say
Did he duck?
I can't necessarily say duck because we didn't see the offers, but I believe
But
he
it
avoided
is
those.
in question.
Listen to
It
me.
is in
Listen to me. Listen
question,
to me.
though.
Listen to me. I believe he made those fights difficult to happen by sending $225,000 at Ortiz. That's gonna make it difficult to happen. The Brazil fight, I'm not sure that he ducked it because he was talking that fight up, saying how that was gonna be a pay-per-view, how Brazil had fought with AJ. I think that was more about the Rivas fight came about and they didn't go the Brazil route. But yeah,
And then even the Rivas
he never struck
had
me.
hashtag Rivas bout Rivas win. You know, the B sample. This guy's just suspect, man. And him along with AJ,
But
the ducking
everybody's
is immense. We
suspect.
want good fights.
Everybody's
No one
suspect.
asked for this fight.
Everybody's suspect.
No one asked for this damn fight.
Luis Ortiz ain't suspect. See, y'all say I'm capping,
I'd
but
rather
y'all stay lying. Luis Ortiz ain't suspect.
I'd rather see D-Ball
Is he
Dylan versus
suspect?
old ass Ortiz.
Is Luis Ortiz
Yeah.
suspect? He popped 3
Yes.
times. Or 2
He's just as
times.
suspect as Povetkin, who he just fought. So what's the problem?
And that's what I'm saying.
And he's just
Everybody's
as old.
suspect. Everybody's suspect is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody.
But he fought
you look at
Povetkin because
everybody
he thought that was
sideways.
an easier win.
I'm
No one
capping.
wants to fight Ortiz, including AJ.
I'm capping. AJ sent them a $7 million. Oh my God. Yo, y'all delusional, man. The man sent them $7 million. Luis Ortiz chose to go with Wilder, and that's cool. But don't put AJ in there. He tried to get. Yo, y'all straight Wilder today for real. Lord have mercy. V in Jacksonville. What up?
What's poppin'? What's up? What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm assuming that you on my side with this whole thing. Like 90 seconds. Dillian White, and I don't understand why they think this is a good thing that Dillian White lost. Especially when he looked as good as he was looking real good. That's like the best I ever seen him look. Technically, he was in shape, and I was like, damn, now this is gonna look good. Now, if he wins this, now this will look good for Wilder or whoever's gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? Fury, whoever gets him, now it's a good fight. You know what I mean? And then he gets caught with I'm not going to say it's a fluke shot. It was a good shot, but it was a one-time, right on the button kind of shot. Anybody can get hit with that. You know what I mean? And it's kind of messed up because, man, I like his mouthpiece, man. He talked a good game, man. You know what I'm saying? He's good for the division. It's not good. You want Povetkin up there? What's with Povetkin? Don't sell no tickets. Povetkin don't move no asses to the seats. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what I said yesterday, man. Like, exactly what I said. Yeah, Povetkin gonna sit up there like a statue now that he won and bring absolutely nothing. Is just gonna be a fight. And, I mean, what he do bring is that we know he got the power, right? Like, he just showed that yet again. B. Paulie says, counterpunch for, let me see here. Damn, I think CYP done paid for another counterpunch. Joe Lasisi said we need to move to the MMA model where losses mean nothing. Ness is right on this one. Povetkin knockout reel is brutal. Look it up. Everyone looks dead. CYP with another counterpunch, and then B. Pauly with a super chat counterpunch for CYP. And then Boxing Expert says, laugh out loud. CYP having a blast with White. So, what up, CYP? 2 back to back. You spreading them out or you want them back to back?
No, you can spread them out. Somebody might get my attention. Listen, man, I was putting up my top 10. Far fetched as it may sound, that Usyk and Hunter are above White. I believe this because Usyk beat Hunter and Hunter moved to heavyweight. I don't think Hunter's beating Usyk, so I got to base it off of what you've done for me lately, who you've compared to, who you beat. I think both of them are above him. And since Hunter and Povetkin fought, and we all thought that Hunter won, I got to put them three in the same little caliber. So that means I cannot put White above anybody in Povetkin's group. Anybody in Povetkin's group, which includes Hunter and Usyk, he cannot be ahead of when you're hitting the pavement like that. Because none of them three dudes hit the pavement like that against none of the common opponents. He's the only one that was sleeping from them dudes. So I got to put him below there, putting Brazil, Ortiz, Ruiz in the top three ahead of him. That puts that dude like 9 or 10 on my.
So, according to his logic now, again, he continues to move the goalposts to win the argument, further discrediting more and more fighters. According to him, if you hit the pavement the way that White did, you can't be ranked high. So Pacquiao being flattened means what? Because there's a lot of people that got flattened. But whatever, man. 405, new caller, Oklahoma, what up?
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
What's up, brother, Oklahoma? 405. Going once. Twice. Aaron, Cali, what up?
What's up, man? Yeah, interesting results. But Ring Magazine had Dillian Whyte ahead of Wilder. I mean, that was just crazy. I mean, again, I still put Dillian Whyte probably 6 in my top. I mean, I have Povetkin and Ortiz above Dillian Whyte now at this point. And we'll see where Dillian Whyte goes. I mean, I don't agree with the narrative of AJ needs to fight Povetkin in a rematch. I don't think that fight should come anytime soon. I think AJ should be fighting Wilder, Fury winner. And then what's up with the Usyk mandatory for the WBO? Why? It's funny how Hearn doesn't even talk about that. No one from the UK talks about that, but that was a big old thing 2 years ago or this last year. And where's Usyk and all this? But after it's all said and done, White is not a top 5 fighter at this point. He still has a future, but, 2021 will be his redemption year if he can do it. That's my call.
All right, Aaron, thanks for calling in. Brandon, Cincinnati.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, I think the issue you have in this is you trying to debate resume and people who detracting you debate what they see on the eye test. I don't think nobody can really debate his resume, but what people saying that say he ain't top 5 is saying is when they look at the skill set and the things he do in the ring, they don't think he's a top 5 fighter. And to be honest, once you get out of that big 3, AJ, Fury, and Wilder, you can kind of mix and match, 4 through 10. You could say if you go by sheer skills, Ortiz and Usyk probably the more 2 skilled guys. If you go by resume, you got to say maybe Ruiz and White should be 4 and 5. So once you get out of that big 3, you can kind of mix and match who you think ranked as far as the rest of the division go. But yeah, that's about it, man. I think you arguing resume, they arguing skill set and eye test.
So what about you? What you think he's not good in your eyes?
I actually had him at 5. I had it, however you want to mix and match the big 3, Wilder, AJ Fury.
And then who you're for?
Ortiz and then him. It was Ortiz and then him.
So how do Ortiz get above him? Because you're saying Ortiz looks better than him?
Yeah, skill set. I think he has a better skill set.
Okay. All right, champ.
So
Thank you for explaining it. At least I get you.
yeah,
Let me see. Trey got boomerang. CYP, another boomerang from Kels in Cali.
Yo, what up, Kels? What up, West, y'all? All my West Coast people know what that means. Listen, man. The we can sit here and debate. Bottom line is, if you had them top five or number five before, whatever before, that's cool. That's cool. But you can't lose to Povetkin, who was like 7 or 8, and then all of a sudden be mad people put you 9 or 10. It happens when you lose. You can't be ranked higher than Povetkin now. And Povetkin didn't do nothing but just knock him out. Povetkin did nothing but just knock him out. Povetkin didn't do nothing else but that. Usyk and Hunter are in the same boat as Povetkin. So if Povetkin knocked out White, White can't go ahead of them too. It has nothing to do with White not being good. We're talking about where he should be ranked. Stop trying to make it about, oh my God, he's not as good. You guys saying he sucks. No, we're not saying he sucks. We're saying he should not be mentioned with them top three. Let Povetkin, Usyk, and Hunter and Ortiz and Ruiz, let them have that talk and that clout. Push this dude back to where he's supposed to be. It's segregation. Tell Dillian Whyte to get his black ass to the back of the bus. See what I pee out.
Champ, you still got one counterpunch. That was the boomerangs. That's why it was longer. I'll say this. We were both wrong. Alexander moved up one position on BoxRec, and he was not 7 or 8. Now, if you want to go to the ring, which hasn't updated, Povetkin was 6. Dillian Whyte was number 2. So, Alexander wasn't as low ranked as you say. And 2, Dillian did drop to 8 on BoxRec. So I guess, where you guys are trying to put him, 8 and 9 is what one of y'all said. I guess he dropped 2 slots on BoxRec for that loss. And they do have above him another thing you said. Well, you probably just cheated and went to BoxRec. Hunter, Ruiz, Usyk, Alexander, Joshua, Wilder, Fury. So, and that's what I'm saying. Regardless, though, like you see those names above them, the same name that we thought beat Povetkin and Hunter, same name that beat AJ and Ruiz. Wilder, y'all know AJ. Like those names. Like to say he's not. Yo, think about it. This is the other nail in the coffin, right? If you go to Tyson, right, he's number 1 in the world out of 1,351 heavyweights. But you want me and the listeners to believe that Dillian Whyte is trash, and that's another thing, CYP. You said, oh, you saying this, and you even changed the voice. Like, oh, no. Yeah, there were people before you, and I've been defending that called them a bum, called them trash, all types of different names. So, yeah, I have been saying that he's not trash, especially when there's almost 1,400 registered heavyweights. And according to you in BoxRec, you're number 8. That's not bad, man. It's not bad. I still want that win on Wilder's resume. I still want to see that fight. So it's not that bad. But you do have another counterpunch.
Listen to me. When I give you my rankings, those are just my rankings. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at BoxRec or anything else. I'm talking about from all the boxing I talk every day, from everybody talking. I try to get all those together and put it where we at. I believe he's 8 or 9. BoxRec say 8 or 9. I don't care if they agree with me. That's cool. I don't care. But I put them dudes above him because I believe they're all connected, those 3. So those 3 automatically push him back. I added Brazil in because I don't think he could beat Brazil. Has Brazil done enough to be ranked ahead of him? No. That's just my personal I believe. But the truth of the matter is, I was right because he can't beat them dudes. And when I say he's trash, this is what I mean when I say trash. I said the Wilder camp, the Wilder team. I'm Team Wilder. We think he's trash personally when they talking about fighting us, not fighting everybody else. We talking about, dude, you trash to us. Like we ain't talking to one word about.
All right, well, that's different. Changing it from like a Wilder calling him trash because he's not a trash heavyweight. You can't be number 8 in the world, not the UK, in the world, and be trash. But catch us on the next one. That is everyone. We'll be back in freaking an hour and a half. Hopefully, we're not late because there's way more topics. But I don't even know. Like, really quick, I should freaking do a poll on Patreon. Like, do we even want all the other topics, or are we just going to be talking more Dillian Whyte? Because seems like that's really anything everybody is talking about there. But there are some people that had some pretty damn good wins this weekend. Damn good wins, you know. Some people really impressed. But anyway, peace.